Is he gonna do shit? What's going on?
Here we go.
Get it started, bro. Get it started.
It's time.
It's time, dude. Where are the sunglasses?
Competition is the soul of humanity. Kill or be killed. Eat or be eaten. Feast or famine. Destroy and conquer. Creation and annihilation. Now a new form of competition arises. A feat of mental fortitude unlike any other game before. A showing of brute strength unparalleled by any other sport on earth. And a brutality unwitnessed since the days of the gladiators of the Roman Colosseum. What else we talk about? This is Friday Night Drafts. Thursday, but it's Friday.
Thursday.
Friday today.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Today's a special day.
Why is it a special day?
It's Canada Day.
It is Canada.
And for this today, where are my manners? First off, how are you, Brian?
Good. I'm wearing red for Canada Day.
For Canada Day, Brian got some
Well,
up here.
I'm wearing a red shorts, and this is more like a dark salmon-y orange, but you know.
He's catching
Brian's representing today. He did it right. I don't own anything red, so I feel kind of bad here. JM, how are you doing today?
I'm alright.
Happy Canada Day, JM.
New guy, man. First four-person draft.
Wearing something clearly bright.
Welcome to the crew, JM.
The morale.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The one that-
Sean, how are you doing today? So anyway, tonight we got some of the greatest, one of the greatest days of all days. Oh, well, not really. There's some controversy behind it. Canada Day, lots of shit going around, but I feel like personally we should celebrate Canada Day in a way that on one of the greatest subjects of all time. Any of us will clash on this. But I feel like, sir, we will do well. Greatest musicians of all time.
Can I just say,
Greatest Canadian musicians. I got it.
You're doing a great job hosting.
Getting Canadian musicians in Canadian history on Canada Day. Our draft for this week. This day, Canada Day. Greatest Canadian musicians.
What day is it today, actually?
It's Canada Day first.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's Canada first.
This is weird, man.
Canada
I don't know
first.
how I like Yasser hosting.
Canada
Well, guess what?
Day.
That's right. So we gotta lay out the rules. You know what time it is.
Here's the rules. Man.
So we got rules right here.
There you go.
And this is my first time looking at the rules for once. So the best Canadian musicians, ladies and gentlemen.
Greatest, actually. Greatest. Sorry.
Greatest Canadian musicians. Thank you, Sean, for correcting me. So here are the rules, sir. 1, 4 rounds of draft. 3 standard rounds, followed by 1 wild card round. 2, all picks are final. Jam, this is all picks are final.
You make a pick, you can't change.
You can't change.
We've
We've
had some controversy.
We've had some issues with
We've
this.
had some controversy, mainly due to Yasser.
Number 3. Order determined by highest card. Aces are high. They are the highest card of the most.
Brian shuffling that desk?
Brian, I believe Brian's shuffling the card. But here's another part of question 3. Clubs are the lowest, diamonds and hearts and spades. So clubs being the lowest, then you got diamonds, then you got hearts, and then you got spades.
Yeah.
So an ace of spades would be the best card. Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, trades are allowed.
Yeah.
However, comma, all participants must end the draft with 4 picks in total. Number 5, high noon occurs during rounds 2 and 3. High noon, that's for a special Canada Day rating of the weeds. We got a nice
Simple
thing.
stash.
Simple stash.
Something nice and simple and wholesome.
There it
Pretty
is.
simple.
Number 6. Stop interrupting me. Draft specific rules. Artists must be Canadian. Obviously. No fucking shit. Who wrote these rules?
I did last night. I was fucking trying to think of rules.
Number B, letter B, not drafting bands. Must be a person.
Yeah.
Can be someone from a band, but you can't say the band's name.
Like, you can't, like, say you're drafting Lover boy.
Here is what we have for our wild card round going in. So Bizarro.
Oh, we're telling it. No, we saved that.
Did we say that?
Yeah.
Oh,
great hosting job,
What
though.
the fuck?
Really
Anyway.
good hosting.
So, first serve. Brian will give us the cards.
Sean.
Yeah.
Sean, pick your card, sir.
Oh, that's my card.
We're on schedule.
JM.
JM, pick your cards, sir.
Yasha.
Ryasha, pick your cards, sir.
You can look at it, right?
All right.
Yeah.
What do we got? I got a 3.
4
7 of
spades.
hearts.
6.
So JM is first.
JM, Yasha,
Oh,
Misha.
God.
JM, yeah. Fucking, of course, I get last.
Well,
I think I
boys.
wanted first.
All right, you know what
Yasha,
time it is.
Brian.
Sean, hit that button. Hit that.
Yeah, you know it. I'm getting to it.
You know you're going to do it.
It's a little bit harder doing all this on my phone. Thank you for handling the hosting duties with such
Sean
dignity.
is running into some technical issues. There you go.
Yeah! The competition begins. Prepare yourselves for round 1. Fight!
Since GM hasn't been here yet, you're about to realize one thing this podcast has going for it:
Jam, wait.
the best music out of
Jam,
any
jam,
podcast, like ever.
Bro,
Like ever.
come on.
Yeah.
What do you think this is?
They're foggy as hell. Can't see shit.
Can't see
What do you got to see?
All right, Jam, you got first time at the draft, and the motherfucker gets first overall pick with a 7. I think Brian fixed this fucking damn belt thing.
Why should I got second.
What's your first overall pick, Jam?
Mr. Sir?
Best Canadian artist ever?
Yeah. You could trade it right now, by the way, too. Just so you know, trades are allowed. How they work is you just flip with another person.
Gonna have to go with the Backstreet Boys.
They are not Canadian.
I know.
They are not Canadian. You're just buying time.
They
right
are from
now.
Iowa.
He's just buying time right now.
Backstreet
You
Boys
don't
are
need
the-
to hold that card
They're
anymore.
the best in the business.
Oh,
Since
They are from
1996.
1996.
They are from Iowa.
That's what JM and our band, that's what we base ourselves after.
We've been playing since
And
1996.
the Backstreet Boys are our main influence. JM, who's your number 1 overall pick? I know who you want to pick. And you should just do it. Because I know who you want to pick. I think you should do it.
Were you thinking Drake?
Yeah, I think you should do it if you want to.
He is definitely up there for sure. He's either, yeah.
Yeah?
I'll go with Drake.
All right.
Gonna go with Drake.
Good pick. Good pick. That's a good pick.
Artist of the decade.
Very contemporary.
Apparently,
pick.
someone, according to that TikTok by, what's his face? He won Artist of the Decade or some shit like that. What's his name? Klay Thompson had something. We was talking about it. I don't know. Drake,
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
he's probably the biggest artist on the planet right now.
Possibly. Next to maybe Beyonce.
What do you like? You've been a Drake fan for a while. Tell us a little bit about your connection.
Long time.
Tell us why he's the best out of all Canadian artists.
Oh.
Why is he the best?
He's just ever since the beginning. I remember listening to him in high school, like 2008,
2009.
2009. Remember he came out with his little tapes. He had a couple of tapes. Comeback season.
Yeah,
So Far Gone.
yeah.
That's when I really got into that, and then
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Started listening to his albums, obviously, of course.
Yeah.
I would have to say probably Take Care is one of my top ones. Take Care or Nothing Was the Same. Those are the top 2 for me.
So I'll just say I'm not a Drake fan. I don't like Drake.
I
But
like
here's
Drake,
what I
but
will
he's not
say.
my favorite.
He's biggest artist on the planet, and he's the only. I think he's the only Canadian artist who could ever say that I was the biggest in the planet. You know what I mean? Like he's the only Canadian artist who's like, yeah, I reached the top. Like you know what I mean? Like in terms of just amount of songs he's had on the Billboard. Like as I said, I'm not a Drake fan. I'm gonna sound like some old fucking millennial at this point, and out of touch millennial. But like. Yeah, I'm not really a Drake fan, but I do have to give him respect and understand why it's number 1 overall pick.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He's huge. He's
Ladies-
done a lot.
ladies and gentlemen, we go into the next pick.
We're just done. We're not going to talk any shit about him.
I personally find that for Drake, I like him. He was one of the first rappers I started listening to. But I think personally, I wouldn't say he's the greatest artist in Canadian history, but he's up there. He's up
Yeah,
there.
he's up there.
He's
Yeah,
up there.
I see.
What's your pick, Yash?
He might go down as it though. Really.
Well, the thing is,
Like,
nowadays
oh.
his music is kind of
Like
been,
when we're
Whatever.
like we'll see 20 years down the line.
Lemon Pepper was
Brian,
pretty
you
good
got any
track.
thoughts on Drake?
I know of him.
Cool. All right, there you
He's
go.
from Toronto.
Anyway.
Good job, Brian. Good job, Brian.
Anyway, boys.
El Draco.
All right, Yasha.
Next pick.
Let's do your pick.
Yasha. Well, this one is an artist that kind of. Thing is, I only listen to him only a couple of years now, but personally, quite a few of his songs are like some of my favorites, especially with that sort of folk genre types
Well, I know
music.
who you're going
But
with.
I love it. Specifically, we all know Leonard Cohen.
Okay, interesting.
Really good. I found that he's like one of my favorite artists. Most of these Stranger Song, So Long Marianne, Hallelujah, all these songs are like just.
Leonard Cohen is my number 3. He was my number 3. Drake was number 4 on my board. Leonard Cohen is my favorite probably out of all of them, just like Yasha. But I would say that there are 2 artists specifically who's had a bigger impact on music worldwide.
Okay.
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain and Snow. Do you guys remember the rapper
Snow?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Those are 1 and 2. Get ready for my pick. Get ready for my pick.
Snow is.
Wait, Brian goes before.
Wait, no. But back to Leonard Cohen though. I think like Hallelujah. I've said before on this draft. I think is one of the best songs of the 20th century.
He was on my list too.
I should go grab my Leonard Cohen vinyl right now just to show it off on cam, just to flex. You know what I'm saying? We do a nice flex with my vinyl right now.
I just sorry to interrupt here, boys, but any record company out there?
Oh, thank you.
Sponsors.
Yeah, man. You want us to talk vinyl? Just give us a vinyl every week.
Sponsors.
Or if you're a band and you want to get some like notoriety, you just send us some vinyl.
Hit us up.
Give us a vinyl. We'll listen to it. We'll talk about it.
We'll add a link in the description.
Maybe we'll do if we get like 16 bands send us their vinyls, we'll do a draft of the best of those 16 vinyls.
The best vinyl ever.
Good job. I like that. Good pitch, Yasha. Nice. Good host.
Anyway, Brian,
where are you
anything
going, brother?
would you like to say?
So
I already know you're gonna pick, and it's gonna piss me off.
I've done research.
No.
I think Drake was a good pick. Leonard Cohen was on my list. Good pick.
No.
Neil Young.
God damn you motherfucker, man! I knew you were gonna do this all draft. Oh,
I was holding Neil Young.
Neil Young was my second pick.
Neil Young is the correct pick.
Sean, tell me why I picked Neil Young.
You picked Neil Young because
You're
Neil
a
Young
piece of
Neil Young is like bigger than just music. Okay, like everyone thinks of obviously Neil Young. You know, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. His soloist career, Harvest Moon. You know, just classic song after classics. Neil Young is like the soundtrack to Canada. I feel like in so many ways. You know what I mean? Like every Canadian knows Neil Young. Neil Young is amazing. He is Canada. He's very proudly Canadian, even though he's lived in the U.S. for like 60 years now. But he's still, oh man, he's the best pick, and I'm so pissed. He's my number 1.
He was my second.
He was the correct pick.
He was my second pick.
Really good pick. Neil Young is fucking awesome, man.
He was my second.
And also, people don't even remember this. Neil Young is the godfather of grunge. You know grunge, Nirvana?
Yeah.
None of that would have existed without Neil Young. That's a fact. Go look it up there. Music historians, get at me, bro.
That's true.
At me in the comments, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck at all. I know more about music than any of you. All right. Neil Young was the correct pick.
All right. I thought that was gonna get taken away. Like
Yeah, I thought that was gonna go. I thought that's what Yasha was going to
that was my second one.
No.
But I clearly, people perspective, they clearly had it.
All right.
Wait,
But anyway.
who's your number 1 again?
Mine was Leonard Cohen.
Leonard Cohen. All right.
I felt like Leonard Cohen and
Well,
Neil Young would tie.
number
This is
2.
where we get into my pick.
Mr. Sean
And you know
Astin.
what? We're gonna get our first woman on the list. I don't even think many people even like really recognize this person is Canadian, but Joni Mitchell. Joni Mitchell is the number 2 on the board for me. Another artist who, when you're just talking about like she helped define the '60s, and she helped define that folk genre. I think that she is like she was groundbreaking in the folk music, rock music genre, just in that she was sort of like the first woman that really shattered that glass ceiling and fucking said, you know what, Bob Dylan can do it, but guess what? I can write just as good lyrics as Bob Dylan. And she does. Go check out Woodstock by Joni Mitchell. There's no Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, fucking all these great lyricists. Joni Mitchell is right up there with all of them. I actually don't like her music because her voice drives me nuts. But one thing that makes me like her even more is that she hated her own voice so much that she smoked like packs upon packs of cigarettes a day so that it would deepen.
Is she
become
still?
more raspy?
Is she still
Which
alive?
it has.
She's still alive?
I believe so, yes.
Oh my God.
And yeah, Joni Mitchell is a titan of music, and like I think she's been forgotten a little bit, but again, like she just has so many songs that and yeah, she definitely rounds out our first round really well. So Yasha, do you guys have any shit to talk about Joni Mitchell?
I don't know enough about Joni Mitchell to really critique or anything like that. I don't think I've ever listened to Joni Mitchell at all. What about anyone else?
Yoni Mitchell.
Yeah.
What can I say?
All right, boys. You know what time it is.
Yeah, you already know what it is. It's another round. Round 2. Get yourself prepared now. For round 2.
Round dose.
All right, JM. Let's go with your second.
I'm gonna have to say my next pick is Shania Twain.
Actually,
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Nice.
I love Shania Twain.
All right.
Nice.
I remember back in 1999, I was a little kid. I just used to jam to Shania Twain. She was the best.
Huge artist.
Huge.
Yeah, so
Country.
it is.
Nice
I
feel.
think she actually had the most country hits of all, or like she had like the most hits of all
Kills
time
it. I love
for a
Shania
woman
Twain.
at that point. Yeah,
Up, up, up. There's no way but up from here.
she's so hot too.
She's really
still
nice.
hot. Like
Still is.
still smoking hot.
Yeah.
Was so hot back then. I remember Shania Twain, that video where she's like, "Man, I feel like a woman." You know that one? I remember
One of
watching
it-
that
one-
video on Much Music and just being like,
Damn.
"God damn, I'm feeling things I've never felt before." Yeah, Shania Twain.
She's nice.
Good pick.
She's real nice.
She killed the game. Honestly, I say she.
I knew you were gonna come in
Definitely
here
up
and
there.
just bring in
Just
some
fuck up
gold
the
into the
game.
draft. I like it.
Just fuck it up a little. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, fucking up the whole thing. I don't have anything shitty to say about Shania Twain because, as I said, I think her songs are classic too, man.
She is classic.
Yeah, she's just
Nothing
classic.
but class.
Great story too. She grew up in what's Timmins? She grew up in
Timmins,
Timmins.
yeah.
Timmins.
Really,
Jesus Christ.
really like very, very poor.
Yeah.
Like super poor. I'm pretty
That's
sure she
where I
raised
figured
her sisters and shit like that. So yeah, great story. Super Canadian. I like your picks, Jam. I like them.
Good pick.
Interesting picks. All right, Yasha, what are you going with, bro?
Well, this is gonna be tough because most of the good ones are gone.
Yeah, we're into a next. We're into
Very
a. I think
good.
Shania Twain was honestly the last of that. Like
With 4 people?
really good.
Picks go
yeah,
by.
picks are gonna
Yeah,
die.
but I think this one's a bit more in the rap genre. I have to go with The Weeknd,
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
specifically because
Yeah.
Nice pick. Nice
literally, if for albums that are worth like listening to, like After Hours and so on, like in Starboy, some of the best music he's done. I think slightly better.
I still think his earlier show was way better.
Earlier stuff was way better for sure, but I think he's still slightly better than Drake, in my opinion. But
He
I
is
think
solid for
he's
sure.
been doing well.
Here's where I'll say Drake. What people forget, and I think JM and I remember this specifically from being in high school, the idea of a rapper coming from Canada at that time, because
Unheard of.
rap was in that sort of gangster rap phase, specifically, with like it had just gotten over. It was just kind of in the heat of that, rap videos were still chicks twerking on cam, and like you grew up kind of in a rough part of town, and the idea of a Canadian rapper, like a guy coming from not the US and being a rapper was just,
Kind of unheard of.
yeah, it was unprecedented. So without Drake, there would be no Weeknd, I'm saying. So that's my
Well-
argument against your Weeknd point.
Well, I
there.
feel like the thing is, Weeknd, I feel is just like, to me, vocally, instrumentally, Weeknd's way superior to Drake, in my opinion.
Okay.
Definitely has a solid voice for sure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. And he's been influential for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good pick.
100%.
He's a good pick.
He's solid.
It's a good pick. No, I'm saying he's a bad pick.
Hey, Brian.
That's it. You're done. Brian, Yasha's moving through this.
He's going through quick.
He's going through quick. He's just like, I'm done. I don't want to hear any more about it.
Brian.
Can I say this about The Weeknd?
Yeah.
I don't like his whole, like, you know what? Everyone says that he like invented this sort of like genre.
Well,
Go listen to James Blake, please, because
it's
he was
R&B.
doing it.
It's R&B.
He was doing that style of like modern R&B with like heavy electronics and synths way before
It's
The
R&B.
Weeknd. So
I feel like
yeah,
most
like,
people are kind of weird.
like I
those
think
are just
a
weirdos.
Weeknd is personally he's good, but he's like, I don't know. People just think he's like the greatest shit that's ever happened. I don't think he's
Brian.
quite there.
Yeah.
Your pick. What's your pick?
Yeah, Brian, are you stressing now? Because all your lists have gone to shit, or are you gonna pick the guy that I'm gonna pick next? I feel
Gordon
like you're
Lightfoot.
Oh, good pick. That was on my
Good
list.
pick.
I think Gordon Lightfoot is another guy who's like it's just like a voice of Canada, man. It's just like
That's what my research tells me.
Yeah.
Something about the 60s and 70s. He sort of helped define like the pop folky
yep.
genre. Yeah.
And was so like he didn't get like huge in the like he got like decent success in the US, but I think his success was much more like a lot bigger in Canada. And like, you know, just growing up as a kid, I just listened to so much Gordon Lightfoot.
Mhm.
He just played everywhere. If you have like a, you know, very, I guess, a Canadian family who's like been here if they've been here since the 50s and 60s,
Yeah.
then yeah, you have some Gordon Lightfoot playing in your house.
But it wasn't the one you're gonna pick, apparently.
No, it's not. It's not the one I was going to pick because I think I have a artist who is a little bit more transformative and a little bit bigger than that. You know, an artist.
Is it on my list? Probably. I have a long list.
You know this. Well, I'm gonna pick our first artist who is not a solo artist. Okay, I'm gonna pick our first artist who is
Part of
a band, and it is it's you know what? No, it's so crazy. Same name, Brian. It's Gordon.
Oh no.
Oh,
Gordon Downey.
There you
Yeah.
go. Okay.
yeah.
And
Okay, not on my list.
if you're an American who's watching this, which wouldn't really make sense because it's a Canada.
He's a musician from Tragically Hip.
But they probably don't even know Tragically Hip. Here's how big Gordon Downey is. And by the way, R.I.P. Canadian legend, truly.
Yeah.
When he announced that he's tragically had, I think it was some sort of brain cancer, neurological cancer. They did a final show that was done on TV. 30 million. And we are a country of what, 37 million people?
40 roughly. Maybe.
40 now?
I think 40.
I think this was 5 years ago, so I think we were still around.
He died in
20.
He died like
2017.
2017. Yeah.
And they did this show, I think, in like 2015.
I remember it was a big
30 million Canadians tuned in at some point to watch that concert. That is insane if you think about it. Like if you think about transformative.
That's a turnout.
You know, like again, out of all the artists that we selected so far, this is the one that has the least global impact, but this is the one that has the greatest Canadian impact.
Yeah.
Let's face
And
it.
it is
There's no one bigger than Gordon Downey and the Tragically Hip for Canadians, as I said. 30 million out of 38 million people.
I remember when
watched
that
concert.
Here's
It's
the thing,
crazy.
though. That was the first time I think I heard of Tragically Hip too. When that concert.
Oh,
happened.
really?
Yeah, I
Oh.
never listened to Tragically Hip before.
Oh, they were again.
Oh, buddy,
I think
they're
like
classic.
yeah, they're always on alternative radio here. They're always like if you just go up to a cottage, you go to a cottage country, you're listening to Tragically Hip once every 5 seconds.
You're in Bob Cajun without being in Bob
Yeah,
Cajun.
yeah, exactly. Like literally, man. So yeah, no, I can't.
The thing is,
I'm gonna be honest. I can't believe Gordon Downey lasted this long in the draft. He should have been picked way earlier.
Yeah, that's
R.I.P.
true. Yeah.
He should have been honestly picked in the first round, and I get him at number
That's
8.
perfect.
So that means that my draft is fucking killing it. You guys suck. Figure out your shit.
yeah, whatever.
We're going forward.
Listen,
And you know what time it is? Yasha, since I have the phone, I'm gonna do the update. Okay, I know you're hosting. You're
well,
doing a
ladies
good
and
job.
gentlemen, here we got our next segment of the day,
What do you mean? We gotta go do high noon.
and that is High News.
Well, we have to go smoke it.
We're gonna go smoke it, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Can I give an update on what I don't want to give you it because you might look at my picks.
Well,
All right. I'm just gonna say it. JM, you so far have picked Drake and Shania Twain.
Assault.
By far, if we were doing a pick right now on most albums sold, I think JM would probably win. Yasha did Leonard Cohen in The Weeknd. Very diverse pick there. Very interesting. Totally Brian, Neil Young, and Gordon Lightfoot. Brian just has the soundtrack of Canada right now. Fucking asshole. We always do so good in these drafts. I hate you.
Really
You don't even know music.
He really does his research on
Oh,
this.
God. He crushes them. And me, I have Joni Mitchell and Gordon Downey. As I said, Gordon Downey, R.I.P. Can't believe that pick was still up there for grabs. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw in a little Michael Brothers. Yasha, can you do a plea out there for people to, maybe send us some music or something? Is that
If you guys are like
or ads.
up and coming musicians who want to promote their music, their albums coming up, give us a call, man. Let us know. We'll reach out to you. We'll reach.
Then we don't have to play our shit.
Yeah, we have to
Reaction
fucking
is
show.
willing to get tattooed.
I will get your album name tattooed on my nipple.
If it's just if they send us the album, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know how many? I need to get tatted up.
I will
bro.
tattoo it.
I need to get tatted up. I was willing to get a tattoo before Corona hit.
Did you hear that as a band out there?
So if you guys want to,
This
you can
is
get
huge.
your name. Just don't be some weird alt-right shit, because that I won't be cool with.
Fair.
So
Fair point.
anyway,
For anything else,
Time is-
Yasha's
ti-
nipple is free real
time
estate.
is time.
Time is time. Good point.
It is now time to have a good session of weed smoking consumption.
Weed smoking consumption. Yeah, that's what
And
they
I
call
think
it.
it's time for high noon.
I knew. I do declare.
I do declare. Oh, this is awkward. Sorry, everyone. I'm just going to declare JM is winning.
Live
Whoa.
session.
Whoa.
Simple stash.
JM
All right,
is winning
let's go
because
outside.
Drake and Shania Twain is the sexiest country singer I've ever seen. Maybe hotter than Feist. Feist is pretty weird,
No, she's beautiful. Don't say
but
that.
she is beautiful. Compared to Shania Twain. Oh, sorry. That's a load of you.
I'm waiting another day, and it's all over. Let's see, say, I'm walking back. I'll swing back today when you're alone. Nothing but late. I'm looking back on all those ways, but you've already spoke. Then God on his way. When troubles fall, especially in this place and in ordinary times, with ordinary ways. I'm running from the man. I'm running from the man. He's waiting for the waiting of the day, and it's all over. It's coming my way. She comes back. He went by yesterday. She was supposed to be alone for the whole day. But looking back, you can see all the ways she was always born. My God, what a lady. When travels fast, especially in this place and ordinary time, ordinary way. I'm running from the man. I'm running from the man. I'm running from your man. Running from your man.
Stock went up today about 19% overall. It was more people make over $1 million a year. But those who do not, though, I don't believe they're buy it. Yeah, that's right. Don't even think about it. Just go out and buy everything.
She's waiting for, she'll wait another day, then it's all over. Can't go on this way. We're trying to fast, especially in this place and ordinary time, with ordinary ways. Oh, call me when you love me, baby, don't call me. Oh, so boring. Oh, call me. And I'm a little bit numb to the violence of you staying calm. Never color, always inviting. Breathing limbs don't cover your eyelids and I'm out arms. Straight to the core, always indicting. And no one speaks, up on the side, dropping the bomb. For too long, the same song. Won't you take me for too long, the same song. Won't you take me for Looking for the codes and the crosses. Really only but be honest if you stay calm. People really cool, always be lying. To ignore all of the signs and I'm out arms. You know the cool, they're undecided. It's not true, it's all just bias and now they're wrongs. Too long, same old song. Too long, same old song. Now it's all the time that is all falling, all the falling. Now it's all the time that is all falling, all the falling. Now it's all the time that is all falling, all the falling. All the falling, my head's throbbing, and I don't know what street from. I'm falling out of my skin's crawling, going out of my mind. It's starting, laying down on the line, all my clothes I'll sing Let me be. I'll never be another. I bet on me. Bet on love. On Fridays, get loaded. Denial, get coated by a vial, white snowflakes. I'm loaded. The child, breaking in, cross a mile, get loaded. Crack a smile, I imploded. I'm loaded. All I need is done. Broken from the start. How can it be just when it's so dark? The light will repose where systems explode. All fat in heavy holes. And helping me doesn't mean there's a heart. One eye, let explode it. Juvenile, get it coated. If he was white, I'd get deported. Those are notice. My trial was bogus. Cops denial, judge unloaded. Run for miles, get going. It's been noted. All I need is done. Been broken from the start. How can it be just when it's so dark? Light will repose when our systems explode. Our fat in heavy holes. It helped me doesn't mean there's a heart.
have mercy, boy, it's been hard to find. They say I'm not worthy, but it's always just a constant lie. Not just a courtesy, you are on my mind. How can I bury thee without also committing a crime? I say where you are, I don't care, I don't mind. Do you think I don't worry? Boy, it's all the fucking time. I breathe perversely, but human nature's no crime. Right or wrong or all blurry, shouldn't be that hard to find. How can I help thee without also taking inside? I say the way you are, I don't care, I don't mind. I say the way you are, I don't care, I don't mind. Blanket transparency, I have it all that's in the kind. To get up in a hurry and put it all on the line. I see it's more than partially the fault of me and mine. How can I service thee without also breaking the tie? I say where you walk, I don't care, I don't mind.
Nothing's gonna make me stop. I've been running up and down the block. Inside my head and in my thoughts, I know it's gotta change. What we're in is pretty fucked. Systems hooked up and it's not discussed. Inside our head and in our thoughts, we know it's gotta change. Tired of all these power snubs, they just walk along and brush it off. Act like they don't give a fuck, and are living in vain. But don't stop, don't stop. Brohs in the grave right through non-stop. Everyone, let's gather up, show them what we are worthy of. A life that we can live with love, without seeing all this pain. I think that we've had enough. We've been running up and down the block, and nothing's gonna make us stop. We just wanna see a change. But don't stop, don't stop. Brohs, but we'll be right through non-stop. Don't stop, Feel it coming, the change we wanted. Nothing's gonna get in our way. Feel it coming, feel like running. I just want to shoot away. Nothing's gonna make me stop. I've been running up and down the block. Inside my head and in my thoughts, I know it's gotta change. Feel it coming, the change we wanted. Nothing's gonna get in our way. Feel it coming, feel like running. I just want to shake it away. Broken homes and black Cadillacs. I went back to my house in a flash. When I woke, I could see that it was me. The waves coming up real fast, and I just about drowned in the past. When I woke, I could see that it was me. Way real close, walk along all alone. When you say about me. Southern drones and half-witted hats. I ran back to my car in a flash. When I woke, I could see that it was me. Flames coming up real fast, and I just about rolled in the past. When I woke, I could see that it was me. Way real close, walk along all alone. You say about me. Way real close, walk along all alone. You say
Stop the music there, maestro.
I could feel it was lovely.
Going full red.
Welcome back, everyone.
Well, you need to play the tune, dude.
Let's play the tune real quick here for Sean.
That's just taking these hosting duties, man.
Eating goldfish up in here.
Sometimes in life, you gotta get away from the competition. Let your head get cleared.
How embarrassing.
Got a malfunction.
Malfunction. Malfunction.
Part of the game.
Live podcast.
This is depressing.
Part of the game.
Part of the podcast.
I should retire.
Sometimes in life, you gotta get away from the competition. Let your head get cleared. Open up your mind to new possibilities, new avenues of thought. Over here at Cultured and Shit, we like taking a break, smoking a little green stuff, and talking buds.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another segment of Talkin' Buds. And we're having an OCS style weed today.
Gosh, you know what you need to do first, though.
But before I
Holy
continue, sir, thank you for reminding me, Sean.
Word, man.
If you're a weed, government legal weed,
Look, I'll just say it. All right,
sponsor us, man.
look, guys.
Sponsor us.
I don't know why we need to. We've been doing this is our 9th episode.
Do not override me.
I'm just. I need to say this, Yasha. This is our 9th episode. You know how many of those weeks have been sponsored weeks?
None.
None. None.
Shut up. None.
All you have to do is give us a gram. 1 gram. 1 gram a week.
Your mom lives here, man.
God damn it. Not saying it again, although I'll definitely say it next week again.
Well, my colleague is trying to say to us, ladies and gentlemen, sponsor us. Just give us a shout. We'll hit you up. You want us to message you first? We'll do it. Just don't leave us on
Get
red.
it tattooed on my thigh. I told you.
We're gonna Sean will get a tattoo on his thigh.
Tattooed on my thigh.
I'm telling you, he'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll put your name right here.
But
And you know what?
anyway,
I'll wear super short shorts every single episode so motherfuckers can see it every
so
episode. I don't
today,
care.
Every time.
Every
today
time.
we got a
Even in the
strain
winter.
called Simple Stash
Simple Stash.
for the OCS, ladies and gentlemen.
Right there.
Let's give a round about who have
What
their
percentage
famous
is it? What
wear.
is it? Is it indica?
Indica?
Simple Stash, indica. What percentage is it? Do we have the bag? It's a white bag.
Right there.
Right here.
Right there.
Tell
Yeah.
you.
Come on.
Well, we'll see what you're on there.
All right.
THC 8.23 milligrams. Wow. Simple Stash Indica.
I think it's around 14.
15%
Okay.
THC,
Okay.
10.1% CBD.
0.1?
0.1. 0.10.
Indica. About 6 months old.
At least.
At least 6 months old.
Haven't touched this.
So I don't
must
even know if
say-
it's available anymore, but if it is, Simple Stash.
Sponsors.
We're simple guys.
Anyway,
Season.
let's go around and about what our individual thoughts are on this weed.
All right, Brian always starts this.
Brian Lee, what do you think?
That is my name.
You have the full name now
Yeah.
out there on the internet.
This is 15%.
Pretty cheap. I think it's like $100 for the ounce.
Okay. This is like a 7.2.
Pretty high.
7.2?
Yeah.
Good score.
All right, so Brian, a 7.2.
This is
Any other thoughts?
not quite,
All right.
7.5.
Well,
Can't change your score, buddy.
can I change your story? You said 7.2. man.
7.2. I said not quite 7.5.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Not quite 7.5.
I know where you live.
Me too.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Mr. JM, what do you think about Simple Stash?
Are you even smoking it?
Should give it a 6.3.
6.3.
Hold on, JM. Hold on.
I think it's a
Ryan,
6.3.
what's your issue? Don't interrupt me. JM's trying to talk. JM, what'd you think about Simple Stash? Hear your score. I couldn't hear you. There was
Give
someone
it a-
talking in the back.
Give it a 6.3.
6.3. A little
Solid
lower. A
6.3.
little lower than Brian's. Any other thoughts on that, man?
I mean, it's good enough. But basically, all you can say about it, Simple Stash.
Simple. It's a simple.
It's just,
Simple.
it is what it is.
Simple.
All right.
Simple.
Well, that was depressing. Sean, Simple Stash. What do you think?
Man, I think I'm gonna come in higher than everyone. I'm floating between 2 scores right now, and it's a big jump. Jam already knows what I'm talking about, probably in terms of the 2
Oh,
numbers.
shit.
I'm floating between. I think that Simple Stash. This is a weed you buy and use for $100 for an ounce. I think it might even be cheaper than that now. And you just smoke it all day long, Got a nice. It's just what it says. It's simple. and it's a stash.
It's a simple stash.
It's a little bit of both.
Man, I've only given 1 8 before on this show. No, I've given 2 before. This doesn't quite get to that
I was
level. I'm going
say,
7.9.
7.9.
It's 7.9. It just misses
You
it.
can't.
But I like this. This is
Yeah.
a nice all-day smoking weed.
Yeah.
All right, Yasha.
Third
What did you
person.
think?
Well,
Well,
Asking himself.
well, I must say, this weed was enjoyable. I have to agree with Sean on that. I actually thought this is something that it wasn't too harsh. The aftertaste, well, is non-existent. It's great. For me personally, it's gonna have to be, I think, well, not exactly an 8, but it's something that you can smoke constantly. So 7.8.
7.8, you're right with me.
okay.
You are right with me. But you know what this means now, dog.
You know what this means? But just before we do it, Sean, Mr. Ashton,
Yeah.
OCS,
Yeah.
anybody out there,
Dispensary.
dispensary.
And remember,
Oh.
we'll also fuck with you illegal, guys. You just got to give us a lot of weed. We're talking like an ounce a week. Ounce a week of illegal.
We'll find
An ounce a
you.
week of illegal.
I'll send you my email and my
If you
address.
send us an ounce a week, we'll talk about your shit. We'll do it, even though it's illegal. I don't
We'll
give
take
a
on
fuck.
that risk
We'll take on that risk.
with our.
You just got to give us that fucking ounce for free.
I will
week?
suck your dick.
OCS, Yasha will literally suck your dick. Remember that. Look at him. He's a handsome man. On that note,
Boy, hey, you there. Your stupid fucking hat. Stupid face. We're done with all this pussy stoner shit. And we're getting back to the real stuff. It's round 3.
All right, boys. Round trade.
Jam, so far, would
JM.
you agree that before you give your answer, your pick, would you say that this is the best music you've ever heard on a podcast
This is
before?
the best music I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you. This is better than the shit I've written for our band.
Oh yeah, way better.
Wait,
Gotta make an album of this.
there you go. That's coming. All right, Jam.
The album name podcast.
Stuck in between.
Oh, it's hard because we got the wild card coming next too. So you really want to get this nice pick in.
Can I say who it's in
Oh
between?
man, dead air.
or
No, because one of
you
us
just-
might pick
you
it.
just gotta pick.
Yeah, you just got to pick. We got dead air. Dead air.
You can also
Dead
trade.
air.
Honestly, I have to go with Justin Bieber. Honestly,
Oh my god.
What the
Wow. Wow.
What's wrong with you?
I gotta go with it.
You're wow.
fuck? What's wrong
Tell
with
us
you?
why.
He's a believer.
Just no, it's not even that. Just like popularity wise and like
Yeah.
known wise, honestly, from Canada and stuff like that. And honestly, his later music I was actually impressed with some of it. I have to say.
Wow, that was
All
awful.
right.
That
Yeah.
was terrible.
Yeah, Justin Bieber would be like my number 2 if we get Bizarro. So
What were you thinking, man?
yeah, that's a wild pick. You had
Wow.
a really good draft until that pick.
How the mighty have fallen.
Like again, okay, I see what you're doing. Like you are picking like the most successful artists,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yeah.
But
What is it based off of though?
well, it's greatest. So if you think that greatest equals most success, then that's your definition of greatest. But wild pick there, Jam. We'll see how you do in the wild card round. But you know what? There's gonna be maybe a whole bunch of believers now will like storm the pod and
That's
will
how we
like
get started.
show his like their support and undying love for JM because of this. So there you go. It's always possible. I guess Brian, you got anything to say about Justin Bieber? Was he on your list?
No.
Okay. He never came up in all of the research. Brian did a lot of research for the show.
I did a lot of research.
I mean, I saw
Yeah.
Justin Bieber on lists, but
Right.
I just disregarded it.
All right. Well, interesting. Okay.
Anyway,
Next person.
All right. Good to there. You got trash for the first time.
Anyway,
There
ladies
you
and
go.
gentlemen.
Yasha's happy because he
Anyways.
normally gets shit on. So
Wow, is Jim choking? Drake Shania Twain was the only good pick.
No,
Justin Bieber going back down.
I
Fall
don't
from
know,
grace.
man. I don't know.
JM, you are you okay, my friend?
Yeah.
He's the musician of the group.
Sean, what are we doing here? I feel like we've wronged him somehow. Anyway, back to my pick. This is the one I think not many people have heard of him. He's very underrated. I've seen him twice.
Oh.
He's a very great indie musician. And that is Dallas Michael John Albert Green, or better known as City and Color.
Yeah, he's great. He's
He's a
sick.
very great indie artist. Specifically, I think my favorite album of his was
Well,
from,
don't forget Alexis on Fire. Don't forget them too.
That
Like
too.
he was part of that.
Alexis on Fire as well.
They were
Alexis on
massive.
Fires is
They were massive.
Yes.
And then he went
Oh,
on.
a really good post-hardcore band.
And then for him to go and do what he's
Dude,
done as Dallas Green is.
I think
pretty
it's
crazy.
just phenomenal.
I only ever saw him. I saw him once in concert in Halifax.
He came to Lakehead.
and he
where
he
it's
came to
cold.
Dal and he bitched the entire time about how cold it was. And so that's why I'm gonna shit on your pick.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot better picks out there.
I mean, I feel like his performance was amazing when I saw it.
I'm glad it was. Did he play?
I'm sorry he felt like shit in your shitty area called
Halifax.
Halifax.
In Dalhousie.
The eastern
Halifax.
nether regions of Halifax, East Coast.
You know what? I think you're choking. You know what? You just came after my friend. Said he was choking. Maybe you just choked.
Yeah,
I think Sean, you're
choking.
You're choking.
Sean.
First ever
Well,
back-to-back choke.
Hey,
Back-to-back chokes. Back-to-back
here.
chokes, Brian.
No, JM agreed with me. It's a good pick.
There are so
For
many.
a third pick.
There are so many artists
perfect-
above him.
Oh, Sean,
So many artists
Sean,
above
you made me take off my glasses.
There's so many.
Sean,
Brian's about to do a pick right now. The guy who doesn't even listen to music is about to do a pick that's going to blow both of you guys away. Brian, give us your pick, brother.
I'm not done talking.
Oh, you're not done talking about why Dallas Green is mediocre?
He is not. Oh, Sean.
I'm just going to say some of these other names, okay? We have Drake. We have Leonard Cohen. We have Neil Young, Gordon Lightfoot, Gordon Downey, Dallas Green. One of these is not like the other.
You know what? You're just really pissed off that he performed in a
I'm
shitty ass.
just backing up my buddy here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just mad that he didn't have a good performance.
I
in a
am.
Shitty way.
It was a horrible fucking performance, and it totally tainted me against him.
That is wrong.
Save your scissors.
Oh shit, it's cold out
For
here.
another year. I don't know how the song goes.
Can't feel my
Save Your
fingers.
Scissors. You guys remember that song?
He's a better singer than that, Sean. But-
Save your scissors.
Brian,
We probably just got the podcast actually just got fucking shut down.
It's cut.
We just did copyright infringement there.
Brian,
Yes.
Brian, who the fuck are you gonna pick? It's definitely my pick.
You're a third pick.
I have some here. It's not as clear cut. There's just names out of a bucket.
They're still
But
great.
there's one that stands out.
They're still so great.
I know who she is.
Who is she? I like it.
Iconic, symbolic, maybe perhaps even.
Oh god, I know who you're doing.
Don't do it, please.
Please do it.
Celine Dion.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
This is 3 chokes in a row. 3 chokes in a row. Oh my god. Wow. That's wild.
She is big though. She is. Big.
I'm
She
going
was
with,
big.
JM's theme of
She's big.
successful,
Yeah.
well known.
I agree. I have to agree.
She does have an incredible
The
voice.
Titanic?
Realistically, she
Unique.
needed to be on the list. you
Very
know-
Canadian.
Did you know that Titanic song? She did it in one
One take.
take.
Yeah.
And she was like, that was shit. Apparently. It was like a demo. And she was like, oh, that was shit. And like, oh, it was just going to be garbage. And it ends up being a huge song. that everyone
Huge
knows.
hit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Alright.
like non-Canadians will know.
But she's
who Celine
annoying.
Dion is.
She's like probably like
One of the most annoying.
we did
people.
like most annoying celebrities. She definitely could have been on
Oh,
that
yeah.
list with a I don't even she does that like thing where she
Yeah.
pumps her chest. Well, then
Yeah.
my chest looks a lot nicer. Let's be honest.
Quebecois.
Quebecois.
You
and
mentioned-
precursor to our trip. I'm getting.
All right, can I say my pick because
Sean
it honestly
Ashton, your pick. Celine Dion is a terrible pick.
my pick
obviously.
blows literally all of your picks out of the water. You guys probably aren't even gonna know who this person is, but you should.
Might be on my list. Let's see.
His name is Robbie Robertson. He is the first Indigenous Canadian that we've now listed. And secondly, he was the guitarist and primary songwriter for The Band.
The band.
The Band.
Oh,
Who
nice.
are one of the most important bands in the history of, honestly, music. They defined the Americana genre, which is ironic because most of the people other than Levon Helm, all the other 4 members of the band were Canadian. And Robbie Robertson was the one who wrote, as I said, he wrote The Wait. He wrote Stage Fright. He wrote Ophelia. He wrote all of their biggest songs. The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. Rag Mama Rag. Like, it's just the number, his contribution is huge. And then beyond that, he had a great career as a solo artist, actually. Robbie Robertson had a huge album in the 80s with the song Great Showdown in Big Sky. That weird song where he talks, which is just fucking awesome. That one where he, what's it called? Somewhere Down the Lazy River. Great song as well. Robbie Robertson honestly should have been picked earlier. He comes from an Indigenous Canadian background. Check out the song Acadian Driftwood. Probably the most Canadian song like ever fucking written. It's about the tragic story of the Acadians. Really fucking amazing artist. And another one that should have been picked earlier. I had him as number 4 on my board, so I'm hyped that I got him in round 3, which means I just won motherfucking round 3. So yeah, congratulations.
Anyway, on to.
Well, because no one can say anything shit about.
On to.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Shut the fuck up. What? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. What? What am I shutting up, man?
Ain't no time.
You know what time it is. Last round of the night. Get your bets ready. Then spin that wheel. Get in the wild card round. Yeehaw!
Anyway,
So explain.
Welcome.
James doesn't know what the wild card
welcome
is.
to the wild card round where we pick.
Also, if you're a random selector company, please hit us up,
Sponsor
sponsor us, so we
Those
can.
wheels are
say
expensive
yes.
on
Yeah,
Amazon.
those wheels are expensive, man.
They're
Buy
like
one.
$60.
They're like $60 on Amazon. Give us $60, random
So
selector
for the
company.
rules of wild card round, specifically for this wild card round, this special occasion with
The
JM.
potential rules that we could have, we're going to randomly select.
So we randomly select them. So here are the wild card names here. Bizarro is number 1.
So we would then pick
That would
worst
be
Canadian
a
artist.
worst Canadian artist. Number 2, rock.
Genre has to be from the genre of rock.
Number
Okay.
3, hip hop.
Has to be from the genre of hip hop.
Number 4, country.
Has to be from the genre. Of country.
He knows.
What if you can't choose the one you did
And
before?
then number 5, top 40 pop.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yep.
It
I didn't even
is.
know that many.
So we need to pick a
All
randomizer
right, I'm
machine
going to do
here.
this shit. Yasha, can you beg or not beg? Sorry, can you
Guys,
Can you please make a plead out there while
I
I'm
will sell you my body.
Do you have to name all 5 of them? Or
No. We're
One each?
picking one random one right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick it right now. So
I need you, guys. I need you to give us a machine that randomizes for us. And we
just
can make
buy
better
us one of
videos.
those things on Amazon.
Send us one of those
$60.
things on Amazon. We'll show you. We'll promote your product.
rather than me just fucking doing it.
I'm
on
not
some
really a
random
capitalist, but I'll just promote your product. I'll be a
website. Fuck
hypocrite.
capitalism. We're doing this shit.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
But you know what?
What
People are
was
gonna
it?
say we are sellouts. Or that we sold out. We've always been sellouts.
Why are my glasses
Can't
off? And
sell
why are your
out
glasses
if you-
off? You're ruining the show.
This is fucking gonna be really hard. Really hard. Really hard. Really hard. Really hard. Really hard. The winner is Bizarro for the first time.
All
ever.
right. J.M.
Bizarro. First time we ever got Bizarro.
Worst
So you're gonna pick the worst Canadian artist.
Canadian artist, bro.
You, by the way, I will trade you that pick right now. I would love to take your
Jim,
pick.
you should
Go
trade
for
with
it.
me.
Trade?
Trade
Yeah.
with me. What?
So you're gonna go fourth
What
in this
the
round.
Yeah.
fuck?
Deal. All right, Chad Kroger from
Fuck you.
Nickelback.
Fuck you.
Oh God!
Did I hit you nuts?
Yeah, you did.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You threw my head
Chad
away.
Kroeger from Nickelback, you fucking suck. All of your music is terrible. Nickelback's the worst band ever. Yet, here's the saddest fact of them all. You know what the last number one rock song? You know what the last rock song was to hit number one on the Billboard charts?
Look at this photograph.
No, fucking
Rockstar.
This is how you remind me.
Oh,
Song.
that's a classic.
Last rock song to ever go number one on the Billboard charts. But still, fuck you, Chad Kroeger. Nickelback sucks. That's my pick. Yasha, you go now, brother.
Since you picked
Now
my
JM
worst
gets.
pick,
You have plenty of time to think about it now, JM.
I don't know.
I said a good pick.
honestly, that's the Chad Kroger's wife, Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Avril Lavigne, I'm sorry, but your music after that Kawaii music video.
Oh my God, so racist.
Come, kitty, kitty.
How do you feel about that video, Brian?
Brian?
Even though you're Korean, not Japanese.
Huh? Oh, the crazy one.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a
Kawaii.
conspiracy theorist?
Oh, yeah,
where
she's
that
dead?
wasn't even her.
Some people think she's dead.
You're so pretty. She just did a collab
Avril
with.
Lavigne.
Yeah,
She just did a collab with Willow Smith.
she sucks.
She does.
She sucks. She's still hot though.
Eh,
Have you seen her?
eh.
She looks hot, man.
She's a 40-year-old with.
She's still hot. Still hot.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like
Brian.
she's still trying to stay relevant, but I don't think she
Brian,
is.
you got a pick, brother?
Brian. Worst.
Brian's struggling right now.
It has to be the worst. A single artist, right?
Single artist.
Oh man, how are you feeling, JM? You still don't have one.
That's right. He doesn't.
You still don't have one.
Gonna say nobody.
You
They
can't.
all great.
You have to pick. You have to
Yeah.
pick
Damn
one.
it.
Make a sacrifice. 2-1.
This might be the. I know I don't like this band.
Okay.
What's his name?
What's the band to tell us first?
It's Radiohead.
They're not Canadian.
They're
not Canadian?
No.
Radiohead is not Canadian.
Are you
By the
thinking-
way, the internet fucking hates you right now.
Are you thinking of
you just
Finger-
shat on Radiohead and
I
they aren't
think-
even Canadian.
I think he's thinking of Finger 11.
They're
Are you thinking of
here, I'll
Finger?
tell you who to pick.
I think that's the worst pick
I'll
of the
tell
whole
you.
session.
I'll tell you who to pick. Wanna know? That's no good. It's terrible.
Okay, so Snow. No.
Terrible. You want to pick him, Jam? Or you got someone else?
Informer
You
is
still
a great
get to,
song.
you still Jam still gets to he still gets to win.
Jam,
Before-
pick from what
He still gets to
truly
pick from
lies.
his worst pick.
Worst pick. You can say
Yeah.
Rush all you want. You can say Giddy.
Brian,
Really?
you're struggling over there.
Because you took Nickelback.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber is gone.
Yeah.
Honestly, Jam.
Bryan Adams.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I hate Brian Adams. His music sucks.
He's Canadian, right?
Yeah, he is Canadian. Good job, Brian. Good work.
Bryan Adams.
Brian saved his fucking draft.
And-
pick.
JM.
You know,
JM,
his
you
name
want
isn't
some-
spelled properly. It's
I,
Bryan
mean,
at the Y.
I know who I'm gonna
I
pick.
think JM needs a can
Oh,
of
I know
bubbly.
who I'm gonna pick.
Oh,
JM needs a can of bubbly.
Oh.
Since we're going with the Avril Lavigne theme,
yeah.
I gotta go with the other husband, Derek Wilby.
Oh, from Sum 41, he sucks.
Yes.
Nice pick.
He's Canadian? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is Canadian.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Scotty doesn't know.
Wow.
Terrible song.
That's not the song.
That's that.
Get off the show.
All right, man. Well, Yasha,
You didn't sing that?
So
I thought it was.
before we go, do we have any other shout outs of great Canadian artists that we didn't get to mention on the show?
Feist.
Jim, you had two people. Who was the other person you were thinking between when you picked Bieber?
Michael Bublé.
I think it was Celine Dion.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Bublé.
All right.
I got Michael Bublé.
I'll give a quick update here. So Jam picked Drake, Shania Twain, Justin Bieber,
Wow.
Bizarro Round, Derek Wilby. Yasha did Leonard Cohen, The Weeknd, Dallas Green, Bizarro Round, Avril Lavigne.
Weakest.
Brian did
JM.
Yeah. Oh, Yasha's by far.
What?
Brian's was Neil Young,
Jams.
Gordon Lightfoot, Celine Dion, Bizarro, Bryan Adams,
JM.
Joni Mitchell, Gordon Downey, Robbie Robertson, and Chad Kroeger. Mine is by far the like least known names. I will say that, but it's very good. Other names that I wanted to mention, but that we didn't get to, Alanis Morissette.
Oh,
She was on my
yeah.
list.
Yeah,
I was
Alanis
gonna say
Morissette
her.
I was holding
should have
that
been
one out for
drafted
like
tonight.
a female singer.
Yeah, Alanis
I
Morissette
was thinking
should have
of
been
her
drafted.
before, yeah.
She definitely should have been
So
drafted.
it's either Alanis Morissette or Celine Dion.
Yeah, I also had Feist.
Feist.
Yeah, Feist is great. She really
Yeah, she
helped
is.
build up Canadian indie to what it is. Another guy that I had was Matthew Good. Do you remember Matthew Good?
Oh,
man?
yeah.
Matthew Good does not get enough memory for being like the first like Canadian alternative guy.
Yeah.
Like again, grunge and alternative was seen as very American. Matthew Good put his thing onto it, and then look how huge alternative rock became in Canada after he was really a trailblazer on that. The band Steppenwolf is Canadian. You guys know Steppenwolf from the
I've heard of them. I
I
know
know the
them.
name.
Born to be Wild.
Okay,
You know
Oh,
that
yeah,
song?
yeah.
Yeah, they're Canadian. I never knew that. Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf arguably founded heavy metal. I know a lot of people will say Black Sabbath, but arguably it was Steppenwolf. They were loud and they did it first.
Loud and
Yeah.
first.
Kevin Drew of Broken Social Scene is another guy who I think could have been drafted tonight. Did I say Burton Cummings of the Guess Who? That should have been.
they're good too.
Guess Who? Another.
Who's the guy from Finger
And
Eleven?
then
What was the band that
final
sang-
one that I had was
Arcade-
Neil Peart of Rush.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna
R.I.P.
say. Arcade
Arguably the
Fire.
greatest drummer of all time. No one in Arcade Fire though was like they're all
Singing.
well. None of them were born or grew up in Canada.
Really?
Other than like both the Butlers grew up in Texas. Regina, whatever his wife is named, Regina something. She was born and grew up in Haiti. So you wouldn't have been able to pick anyone from Arcade
What the
Fire.
fuck? Why are they hitting them? Why are they?
They
always-
formed in Montreal. They all have Canadian citizenship now. They've lived there. They all went to McGill.
Oh.
And that's where they met and
intense.
grew up. And let's see if I'm missing anyone else. Oh yeah, Oscar Peterson, arguably the greatest Canadian jazz player, unbelievable jazz guitarist. Those are the picks that I had.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, man, like and subscribe, stay hip. And the thing is, too, we do have another episode coming tomorrow.
And tomorrow's
We're
pick
gonna. What is it gonna be? We're gonna
Randomize
pick it right then, right? It's gonna be a no prep draft.
Yep. We'll
It's
set
gonna be
up,
a
and we'll
wake and-
randomize it.
It is going to be a wake and bake, no prep morning draft for Friday night drafts. Yeah. Get ready for
Wake
it.
and draft.
No
Yeah,
prep.
wake and draft. All right.
Ugh.
That's it, man.
Stay hip, ladies and gentlemen.
That was actually nice. That
Peace
was a
out.
solid.
Peace out.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen.